Hello everyone, welcome to Dr. Ajay Gate Lectures. In this session we will discuss some important questions which has been already asked in GATE previous year examinations. So this question is totally based on two-dimension random variable that is already I have discussed in the previous lecture. So now let's solve these beautiful questions. First problem is that if x and y are random variables such that expectations of 2x plus y is equals to 0, and another equation is what expectations of x plus 2y just equal to 33. So then find out what is the expectations of x plus expectations of y. This is very simple problems which is just giving expectations of 2x plus y, two equation that we have. Now how do we solve these problems? It is very easy problem. So we can say that this is just expectations of 2x plus y is equals to 0, and expectations of x plus 2y is equal to 33. This first and second equation has been given, right? As we know that expectation is what? Linear operator. So we can say that it's whenever it's performed in the inner part of this bracket, so it will be something like that: expectations of 2x plus expectations of y is equals to 0, expectations of x plus expectations of 2y is what? 33. After performing the expectations in inner bracket, inside the brackets we will get these equations. As we know that if any random variable just multiply with any constant, it will be just it would be always constant. So we can say that just 2 will be just come out of this bracket. So we can say that 2 expectations of x plus what? Expectations of y is equals to 0. Then what is the next expectation is what? Expectations of x plus 2 expectations of y is equals to 33. So we have this equation is what? 3 and 4. Now this equation we are just going to add just equation 3 plus equation 4. What will happen? Just add those equation. We will get what? 3 expectations of x plus 3 expectations of y is equals to what? 33. Then what is the expectations of x and expectations of y is what? 33 divided by 3, you will get 11. So these so we get the answer is what? Is 11, right? So I hope you understand. Right, now problem next moving now we are moving for the next problem. Next problem is what? It's based on two-dimensional random variable. Let x is random variable with uniformly distributed over -2 to 10. X is what? Uniformly distribution means this is continuous random variable, right? Because it is uniformly distributed from -2 to 11, and we have a relationship between what? Y is equals to 2x minus 6, and we have to find out what is the probability of what? Y less or equal to 7 for given random variable x greater or equal to 5. This probability we have to find out. Now as we know that this random variable x is already uniformly distributed, so we can say that it would be from what? -2 to what? 10, right? And in terms of the PDF we will get, and what will be the value of k of these steps? It is nothing but just taking the area under this probability density function over minus 2 to 10, minus 2 to 10, we will get f of x minus 2 to 10. It will be dx, it will be always 1, because probability density function under this region, it always be 1. It's always give the one value, right? So area, how do I get the area? Just this one is the base. Base is what? 12 multiplied with what is the height of this uniformly distribution function is what? K is equals to 1. So value of k is what? 1 upon 12. So we will get what is the value of k is equals to 1 upon 12. Now we have to find out what is the probability. Probability is what? For given random variable x greater or equal to 5, and we have to find out what is the probability of probability of y less or equal to 7. So it is just equal to, according to the what conditional probability, just taking the what y less or equal to 7 intersection of x greater or equal to 5, just divide by what is the probability of random variable greater or equal to 5, right? First of all, we have to find out what is the reason of this intersection part, so that we can solve this problem easily. So we have two variables x and y. Then how do you get it? It is very impossible. It is not impossible to get these reasons. So we have to put the random variable y, region of the random variable y in terms of x, so that we can easily get the reasons intersection part of this random variable. So we just find out what is the reason of random variable y in terms of the x. So as we know that we have to find out what is the reason of what random variable y less or equal to 7. It's been already given y is equals to 2x plus 2x minus 6. So we just putting y is equals to 2x minus 6. It will be something like that. So the value of x is what? Less or equal to 13.2 is just equal to 6.5. So we can say that if you're putting what is the value of y in terms of x, just putting those value, you will get the probability of nothing but is just x less or equal to what? 6.5 and intersection of random variable x greater or equal to 5. What will happen? And just divide by what? Random probability of x greater or equal to 5, right? And what is the intersection of this part? Intersection what part of this? What is, suppose we have 5 which is greater than this one, and what about 6.5? It will be less than. So reason will be what? From 5 to 6.5. So we can say that just putting those reasons, so we will get what? The probability of what? Random variable x less or equal to, this one is what? 6.5 and greater or equal to 5. So we have easily find out what is the reason of this random variable. So this question is very easy, becomes easy. How do you get it, right? So under area, what? So under area, this random the PDF is already been given over here. So if you are taking the area from -5 to 6.5, it's give the probability. So as we know that the probability under area under what? 5 to 6.5 of this PDF, f of x dx is what? It's gives the probability is what? 5 less or equal to random variable x, greater or equal to 5 and less or equal to 6.5. so what do you get? How do, suppose it's been 5 over here, 5 up to this stage, and 6.5 will be something like that. Suppose it's 6.5 under area of this PDF, it's give this probability. So how do you get it? Just what it, this one is the width and height is what? 1 upon 12. So 1 upon 12 multiply with what? This width is what? 1.5. so you will get this one. And what about this one? And if you are taking what, you have to find out what is the probability of this minus 5 to 10. 10 is already the upper limit of this PDF. So 5 to 10, if you are taking what area under this PDF is what? It's give the probability of what? Random variable x are equal to x greater or equal to 5. It is what? Just taking the area, area. How do you get it? This one, this part, from this one to this one. So if you are taking this area, you will get probability of random variable x greater or equal to 5. So base is 5 and height is what? 1 by 12. Just putting those value, you will get what? This is what? Just putting this and this value in this in terms of this probability. So 1 upon 12 multiply with 1 upon 1.5, just divide by 1 upon 12 multiply with 5. It will be cancelled. So value of this is what? 0.3. so this is your answer. I hope you understand. It's become very simple questions because I just put it the random variable y, the region of random variable y in terms of x. This question becomes very easy. This question is being asked in GATE 2020, right? So it is what? 0.3, right? I hope you understand. Now moving for the next problem. Next problem is what? It's been asked in GATE 2020. It is very simple questions, and if you understand, once you understand what is a random variable, this question becomes very simple, right? Two sided of the fair coins are level as 0 and 1. A coin which is level at 0 and 1, a coin is tossed 2 times independently. Obviously, the tossing of a coins is what the outcomes is totally independent to the outcomes of another. And let m and n denotes what is the labels corresponding to the outcomes of these tosses, and then find for a random variable x is what defined as what? The minimum m and n. Mn minimum, it is defined, and then we have to find out what is the expectations of x. So once you first of all we have to find out what is the random variable. So if fair coins, if it is flipped and it is level is 0 and 1, what will happen? What is sample space? Sample space will be what? Sample space, how do you get sample space? Sample space is what? It would be 0 0 0 1 1 0 and 1 1. These are the sample space, right? These are the sample space, and we can find if we are flipping these coins 2 times, right? So what is the random variable according to the problems? Random variable is what? We just denoted random variable x. What is it? We have to take what is the minimum of m and n. These are the m and n. So minimum is what? 0 and 1. Minimum is what? X is equals to, we can say that 0. It is also 0 because 0 and 1, it will be, the minimum is what? 0 and 1. What about this one? Is also 0. This one is what? 1. So we have, so what is the range of, we can say that, so range of random variable x will be what 0 and 1. So 0 and 1, so we can say that 0 and 1, these are two range of this random variable. And now we have to find out corresponding the probability. How do you get it? Probability of random variable x is what, xi. If you are taking what probability, if you are taking what, how do you get probability of random variable x is equals to 0? What will happen? This is three cases that we have, this one and this one. For random variable x is equals to 2, so we can say that favorable condition is what, 3, and total condition is 4. So 3 by 4. What about random variable? Probability of random variable x is equals to 1. What will happen? Favorable condition is 1 and total condition is 4. So 1 by 4. So we can say that the probability of what? So probability, if you are because this kind of the random experiments is what discrete time case, discrete time random variable. So we have to observe, we have to denote as what probability mass functions. P of x is what at 0, x is equals to 0 and x is equals to 1, right? So what will happen at this instant? It will be what, 3 by 4, and at this random variable x is equals to 1, it is what, 1 by 4. So what we have to find out? We have to find out what is the expectations of x is nothing but xi pmf, just taking the summation, right? So we can say that if value of this will be 0, what is corresponding probability? Just multiply. So 0 multiply with 3 by 4 and plus 1 multiply with 1 by 4. What do you get? And what do you get is what, 0.25. So your answer is what, 0.25. so expectations of is what, 0.25. I hope you understand. This is a very simple question. So once you get what is the random variable, what is the range of random variable, you will get what is the expectations of that corresponding random variable. Now question number 4 is it what two-dimensional random variable x and y are distributed according to this f of x on s comma y is nothing but x plus y, which is the limit of the random variable x and y is given over here from 0 to 1. It's both is what varies from 0 to 1, right? Then find out what is the probability of x plus y which is less or equal to 1. So we need to find out what is the probability of x plus y which is less or equal to 1, right? This is what joint PDF it's been given. So if you're talking about what the range of this two-dimensional random variable is what it's been given over here from 0, this is what 1 0 1 1 and 0 1. This is what the range of the random variable, the value of random variable y is varies from 0 to 1, and what about random variable for x is what 0 to 1. This is distributed over here, so we can say that this is the two-dimensional, the plot of two-dimensional random variable. As we know that suppose x plus y is equals to 1, what will happen? How do you make this lines in this x and y plane? So because it is what intersection, it will be goes just like that. This one is what x plus y is equals to 1. This line shows x plus y is equals to 1, but we have to find out what is the probability of x plus y less or equal to 1. That means the reason that we have to find out this one, this is what x plus y less or equal to 1, right? So to determine the probability of random variable x plus y, probability of x plus y less or equal to 1, we know that the area under joint PDF gives the probability. That means the random values of whether it's comes from the random variable x and y, it's vary from 0 to 1. So x is what, that means we have to take, if we have, once you take the reasons that we have to find corresponding what is the probability of random variable x plus y less or equal to 1. Suppose this reason, because at this instant beyond this one x will be 0, so we have to 0 0 we have to take into consideration. That means this reason is what your give the probability, then confirm the probability. That means the value of x will be from 0 to 1, because at this instant this is what value is what 0 to 1, right? And y is equals to what, y at this instant y will be 0, and it is what x plus y. If you're putting those value at this instant, then y is equals to 1 minus x. So this is the reason. You have already know about what is the joint PDF, then take the integration over 0 to 1, 0 to 1 minus x. Let's give the probability, right? So now let's start to determine what is the probability. So 0 to 1, x is equals to 0 to 1, y is equals to 0 to 1 minus x, what, x plus y dx and dy, right? Or we can say that 0 to 1 xy plus y square, what, limit is what, 1 minus 0 to 1 minus x dx, right? Or we can say that 0 to 1, just putting the limit of y in place of y is what, 1 minus x to 0, it will be what, x 1 minus x plus 1 minus x whole square, y, right? Y x minus, this is what, putting those value, this is what, sorry, it will be 0 2, right, 2, right? And we have to integrate over x, right? Now I'm solving this inner part of this integration, that is x minus x square plus 1 plus x square minus 2x, just 2, it will be just like 2 is what, 2x will cancel, this one is what, minus x square divided by 2 plus half. So I'm just putting it in place of this value. So we can say that 0 to 1 minus x square divided by 2 plus half, we have to integrate over x. What will happen? Just integrate minus x to the power 3 divided by 6 plus x divided by 2 over is what, 0 to 1, it is what, minus 1 upon 6 plus 1 upon 2, so it would be 2 by 6, that is 1 by 3. So we can say that our probability of random variable x plus y less or equal to 1 is what, 1 by 3. I hope you understand this question very well, right? This question is being asked in GATE 2016, right? So now moving for the next problem. Next problem is what, input x to the binary symmetric channel BSC shown in the figure. This is what binary symmetric channel and is what 1 with the probability is what 0.8. The probability of transmitting 1 is what it's been given over here 0.8, and what about probability of transmitting 0 is what 1 minus 0.8, that is 0.2. Because it is independent, transmitting of 0 or 1, it is independent. So we can say that if once you get the what is the probability of once and 1 minus take the probability of that particular transmitting bits, you can get another, right? And crossover probability, it's been given over here. This is what 1 by 7. This one is the crossover probability, and then find out this probability of transmitting 1 and received y as 0. We have to find out the probability for given received bit as 0. What is the probability of random variable x is equals to 1? That means transmitting 1, right? So this is your problems. We have to find out. Before solving this problem, we have to get some parameters. We have to know the factors. Now, as we know that the crossover probability has been given, that means this is what probability of transmitting, this is what probability of what received as 0 for transmitted as 0. It's been given is what 6 by 7. And what about this one, probability of received as 0 for transmitting bit as 1? This is what 1 by 7. And what about this one? This is what probability of received as 1, and what is the transmitted bit as is what 0. This one is 0 and received as what 1. It's been given over here is what 1 by 7. And another is what this probability of received as 1. What is the transmitted bit as 1? Transmitted bit as 1 is what 1. It's been given over here just 6 by 7. So this known facts from you just determine what is from this equation, from this questions. Now you know about that what is the Bayes formula. Bayes formulas, you know about that. It's give the probability of, suppose two events we have A and B. For event A and B, for given event B, this is the probability of A, is nothing but probability of B for given event A. Just multiply with probability of A and divide by what is the probability of B. Just taking this concept, just apply this in this probability, in this concept, right, in this conditional probability. So we can say that it's been it can be written like that. Suppose it can be written like this: probability of what y received as 0 bit, and what is the transmitted bit as what 1, multiply with probability of transmitted bit as 1, and divide by what is the probability of received as 0. This is applying, this is the according to the Bayes rule. We just convert it into this form. So we can say that probability of what y received as 0 for transmitted as 1 for multiply with probability of x is equals to 1. How do you get received as 0? How do you get this one received as 0? It can be either this one. If if our what the signal is received for transmitted bit is 0, and just multiply with transmitting bit as 0. If you are transmitting 1, for the transmission of 1, and this is probability of what received as 0 for transmission of 1, and just multiply with probability of this transmitted as 1 bit. So this is then put all those value in this equations, you will get the answer, right? So probability of received as 0 for transmission, transmitted as 1, received as 0, transmitted as 1. So this one 1 by 7. What is the probability of transmitted bit as 1? This is what 0.8, this one, and divide by received as 0 for transmitted as 1 as 0, this one, that means this one 6 by 7. And what is the probability of 0 transmission is what 0.0, just plus, or probability of received as 0 for transmission 1, this is what this one 1 by 7. And what is the probability of transmitted bit as 1, that is what 0.8. 1 by 7 will cancel out, you will get 0.8, just multiply with 1.2, 0.8, that is what 0.4. your answer is what 0.4. I hope everyone will understand these problems comfortably, because I just put 100% effort for solving this problem, right? So we can say that so answer is what 0.4, right? Now moving for the next question is what random variable is what is vary from 0 to 1, that means it contains 0 or 1. These two value and y is also same are two independent binary random variable, and if the probability of x equals to is 0 is what p, and probability of y equals to 0 is q, then find out what is the probability of x plus y which is greater or equal to 1. We have to find out, right? As we know that if probability of x is equals to 0, p x, so 0 is p, then what is the probability of x is equals to 1 minus p. What about this one? Probability of y is equals to 1 is what 1 minus q, right? So these are, so we can say that, so if you are random variable x, and this is PMF, because this binary random variable is associated with what this is random variable. It contains two values 0 or 1. It's been according to the problems, and corresponding what is the probability is what at this instant it is p, and what about this one is what 1 minus p. And what about the PMF graph of this random variable y is what 0 and 1. The probability of corresponding is what q and 1 minus q, right? So according to the problems, we have identified which kind of this random variable it is. So we have this two graphs, right? The individually random variable x and y, for random variable x and y. Now we have to find out what is the probability of x plus y which is greater or equal to 1. Now what is the sample space is what, suppose sample space is what 0, it can be true variable, it can be what 0 0 0 1, so it can be 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. These are. And what about x plus y is what? X plus y is, if you are adding those value, 0 1 and this one is 2, this one is 1, right? So because we have to find out the random variable addition of this random variable which is greater or equal to 1, so we have to eliminate this concept, this outcomes. So we have to go for only up to this one, right? So what is the probability of x is equals to 0 and y is equals to 1? This is what 0 and 1. This is, it's been given over here. The probability is p and 1 minus q, p and 1 minus q, because you know about that 0 and 1, because these are the independent. So just if you want to calculate what is the probability, it's nothing but we can say that probability of x is equals to 0 and probability of y is equals to 1, right? So probability of x is equals to 1, probability of x is equals to 0 is nothing but probability of x is equals to 0 and probability of y is equals to 1. It is what? This is what? 0 is what? X is equals to 1 is what? 1 minus p, and this one is q, right? And probability of x is equals to 1, y is equals to 1, it will be what? It can be probability of x is equals to 1 multiplied with probability of y is equals to 1, nothing but 1 minus p multiplied with 1 minus q, right? So this is our probability. These three outcomes we have, so these three conditions, so that it can satisfy this x plus y which is greater or equal to 1. So add those probability, you will get the probability of x plus y greater or equal to 1 is nothing but what? Just add those probability. This means this one, and this one. So p1 minus q plus 1 minus p q plus 1 minus p 1 minus q. Just multiply p minus pq plus what? Q minus pq plus what? 1 minus p minus q plus pq. What will happen? How do you get what? Then after that, what you get? Minus p will cancel, right? And pq will also cancel. Q also cancel. You will get 1 and minus pq. So your answer is what? 1 minus pq, right? So answer will be what? The D part. This is what? 1 minus pq. Your answer is what? I hope you will all understand these problems, right? Now this is moving for the next problem. Next problem is that let x1, x2 and x3 are independent identical distribution random variable, three random variable which is uniformly distributed over 0 to 1, and then find out what is the probability of x1 plus x2 which is less or equal to x3. So we have to find out this probability, because the uniformly distribution means that this probability density function what associated with continuous random variable over 0 to 1, right? So the approach will be, this question has been asked in GATE 2014. It's very important, it's very lengthy problems. And right, how do you start this problem? As we know that, suppose we have two random variable x plus y, and z is what addition of these two random variable, new random variable. And what is the PDF of z is what? PDF of z is nothing but the convolution of random variable x and y. This is nothing but convolution of random variable x and y. This concept, I think you might be known about that, because I have already discussed in the previous session, right? In the two-dimensional random variable, it is very simple concept. You need to memorize, right? So as we know that this probability density functions, random variable x and y, x2, x1, x2, x3, these are the distributed, these all are independent and identical distribution over 0 to 1, right? So let I'm just considering it, let z is what? New random variable, which is nothing but what? And this probability density function, this probability, this can be also write like that. Also can say that the probability is, we can find a probability of random variable x plus y minus x3 less or equal to 0, right? We can also think like that. So we have taken a new random variable called as z, is nothing but x1 plus x2 minus x3, right? Or we can say that plus or minus taking into this side, right? So what about this PDF? Yes, overall this PDF will be what? Z is what? F x1 convolution of f x2, what? The convolution of x2 and convolution of what? F x3. So these are the big concept, minus x3, right? Minus, the sign will be minus because we have x3. So because after getting convolution, the time limit in the form of z, so we can say that this, after getting the convolution, we will get in the form of z. So the PDF of z can be written like that in the form of, because of it is identical, independent and identical distribution, so we can say that f x1 what? Z convolution of f x2 z convolution of f minus x3, this is what? Z minus z. So how do we convolve this three random variables x1, x2 and minus x3, right? This is the main motive to find out these convolutions, right? This is if you, once you get this convolution, you will, the problem is very easy to find out what the question says, right? So now we are just going to convolve between the random variable x and y, right? So as you know that random variable x, this is x1 random variable, right? It is uniformly distributed over 0 to 1, convolve with what? Another, it is also 0 to 1. After convolving, what you get? you will get, this is what the lower limit was 0, 0 plus 0 is what 0, upper limit 1 plus 1 is what 2, and the mid in this middle between the middle point is what 1. It will be something like that. The convolution of two pulse signal is always give the what rectangular pulse, right? The pulse, the width will be same. If the pulse that we are going to convolve is same, then after getting the convolution, resultant of the convolution will be a pulse signals. And this is what, after getting the convolution of x1 plus x2 z, you will get what this this is what, this is you get just what a triangular pulse, and at this instant value of this one is what 1. Then also we have to convolve with this one from the third random variable, that is f of minus x3 minus z. It will be this one, minus 1 to 0, right? So before convolving this one, right, before convolving this one, we have to I just want to give you a note is that suppose the convolution property, that is differentiation property of convolution. This is the differentiation property of the convolution. That is what after getting these two convolution, what you get, f of z is nothing but convolution of x1 plus x2 z convolving with what minus x3 z. This is if you wants to differentiate, it is you have to also differentiate either any of these two functions. I'm just taking it, this one x1 plus x2, right? x1 plus x2, this random variable, I'm just taking it. So this is the property of the differentiation of the convolutions, right? Now how do you get this one? First of all, we have to differentiate a ramp signal. After differentiation, what you get, you will get what, a step signal. This is what slope will be was 1, and this one is 1 minus 1. So at this instant the slope changes is what 1, and this instant is what minus 1 minus 2, at this instant is what minus 1. So according to the slope changes at the points is 0, 1 and 2, the in the response to the in the step signal, at this instant the step will changes according to the what the slope change at that particular instant, right? Suppose the slope changes is 1, so it will be the steps will be what, step changes is what 1, so we can say that it will be 1 at this instant, and 0, 1 and 2. So at this instant the slope changes, how much slope changes is what minus 2, so step changing is what minus 2. That means it has to be over here minus 1, then step changes will be minus 1 minus 1, it will be 2. And what about this one? It will be 1 minus 1, right? So this is after what, differentiation of random variable x plus x2 of z. This is very lengthy problems, right? Now you have to convolve this one, minus 1 0, and this is what, minus x3 minus z, right? I'm just moving on the next page so that we can convolve comfortably, right? So what is your, at this instant, it is what, signal will be just like that, and 0 1 and 2 f of x1 plus x2 z. This is taking the differentiation, and we have to convolve with what, minus x3, right? We have to convolve this one. This is, you will get what, differentiation of f of z. Differentiation with respect to z, f of z. This is plus 1, this one is what, minus 1, right? How do you get it? Just I am just putting it these steps signals in the form of what, steps, right? How do you write this one? So we can say that this differentiation of d over dx x1 plus x2 z can be written like that. How much step size is what, 1, then u of 0, and this instant u of z, and this instant minus 2 steps changes, so minus 2 u of z minus 1, and at this instant this is what, plus u of z minus 2, which is going to be convolved. This one is what, this one, it is going to be convolved with this one. This one is what, we can say that this one is 1, so u of z plus 1 minus u of z. So this I'm going to convolve with right. What you get, if two step signal, convolving of convolution of the two step signal always give the what, ramp signal. So I am just convolving it, this two signal, this one and this one, step size, steps signals, you will get what, ramp signal. This is what I am denoting, ramp signal is in by r, or so we can say that the ramp signal will be what, r z plus 1, and this one is what, r what, r rz. What about this one, minus 2, just putting those values, you will get minus 3 minus 2 r z. What about this one is what, minus 2 minus minus will plus, minus will plus, you will get what, r z minus 1. What about this one, this one is what, plus r z minus 1, and minus plus minus is what, minus, it will be what, or z minus 2. So we can say that after getting the convolution of what, differentiation of z of x1 plus x2 f of z convolving with this one, this is what, differentiation of z. So r z plus 1, this one is minus 3 r z, this one is plus 3 r z minus 1, this one is what, r z minus 2. So after getting convolution you will get this. Then how do you just can you make the diagram of, can you sketch this one because you know what, that means I'm just d upon dz f of z z. This is z versus, right? So at this instant minus will be minus 0, minus 1 and 2, sorry, plus 1 and 2. 3 instant, that is minus 1, 0, 1 and 2. We have to make, how do we get it? Because at this instant slope changes is what, 1, so you will get this. That means at this instant slope changing is only 1, so slope will be 1, so at this instant value will be is what, 1. And what about x? This instant it is minus 3, so the slope changing of over here it would be minus 2, then overall slope changing is what, so we have to at this instant minus value, so changing of slope is what, minus 2, so in total changing of slope is what, minus 3. And similarly it will be looks like that. At this instant plus 3, and this one is what, plus minus 1. So this is all about, this is what differentiation of this new PDF is what, new random variable f of z. This new PDF we have already make a diagram, right? So this is, as we have to find out what the question is, that probability of what, z less or equal to 0. The probability of z which is less or equal to 0. The minimum limit is what, minus 1, and maximum limit is what, 0. So we have to take these reasons, not for there is no need for beyond that, so only we have to concentrate on this particular reason, right, so that we can understand easily, right? Probability always, if you are taking the area under the PDF f of z dz, it's give the probability minus, its upper limit is what, 0, and lower limit is what, 1. We have to know about, first of all we have to take the area under this PDF, new PDF, that is z. So but you have the graph of only differentiation of f of z, then how do you get it? Just take the integration. If you are taking the integration, if you are f of z, taking the integration of what, differentiation of f of z, you will get f of z. I'm just taking the integration. How do you get it? As you know that y is equals to mx plus c. Y is what, differentiation of f of z. M is what, 1, x is what, z, c is what, 1. So we can say that this, the value of this one is what, z plus 1 dz, right, f of z. Just taking the integration, you will get what, z plus 1 square divided by 2, right? I'm just concentrate on these reasons, because we need only these reasons. You will get the probability. So once you get the f of z, apply this formula over here. So we can say that our probability is what, z less or equal to 0 is nothing but just taking the integration of minus 1 to 0. F of z is what, z plus 1 whole square divided by 2 dz. It's nothing but z plus 1 power 3 divided by 6. Just putting limit minus 1 to 0. What do you get? You will get what? You will get what? 0 0, it will be 1 by 6, it will be minus 0. So your answer is what? 1 by 6. So this is your answers. I hope everyone will understand these problems come very well. So your answer is what? Your answer is what? 1 by 6. Now question number 8 is what? Let's u and v, two independent zero main Gaussian random variables of the variance is what? 1 by 4 and 1 by 9 respectively, corresponding this is the variance, and find out what is the probability of is what? The 3v greater or equal to 2v. We need to find out this probability, we need to find out this one is right. So u, random variable u is what? A Gaussian random variable. Mean is what? Mu is what? The first moment, that is the mean is what? 0, and the variance is what? It's been given is what? 1 upon 4. And random variable, Gaussian random variable of v, m1 is 0 and the variance is what? 1 by 9. We have to find out this one, or we can say that this probability, this one is can be written like that: 3v minus 2u greater or equal to 0. Once you get this one, it's been also can be written like that. Let z is equals to what? 3v minus 2u. I'm just consider it a new random variable. New random variable is what? 3v is just equal to 3v minus 2u. As you know that if addition or subtraction of anything, if two random variable which is Gaussian, then after getting or something like that, it just suppose this one is Gaussian random variable, this one is also Gaussian random variable, then overall this random variable will be what? Gaussian random variable. Gaussian random variable. So the Gaussian random z is also we can say that there is also a Gaussian random variables. So according to which, find out what is the expectations of z. That is, we have to find out what is the mean of this random variable is nothing but expectations of what? 3v minus 2u. Just applying the expectation in inner bracket, inside the bracket you will get 3 expectations of v minus 2 expectations of what? U. This is what? It's the mean is u and v is what? Is 0. It's been already according to the problems is 0. It is 0. So expectations of z, or we can say the first moment of the random variable z is 0, right? So, and sigma z square is what? Variance. Now according to which, then find out what is the PDF of this Gaussian random variable. So it is nothing but 1 upon 2 pi sigma z square e to the power minus z square divided by 2 sigma z square, right? And what about this one? Zero means, what about the PDF graph of this Gaussian random variable? It will be zero mean, that means right at this instant M1Z is what? 0. M1Z 0. So we have, according to the problems, we have to find out what is the probability of Z greater or equal to 0, right? Just putting those, I'm just putting over here Z probability of Z greater or equal to 0. We have putting those is what? Z. So that means we have to taking the area from 0 to infinite from this f of z dz, right? What do you think about if you are taking the area under from 0 to infinite? That means from this to infinite, because this is the symmetrical, this is the symmetry, so the probability area under the probability give the probability. If you are taking area from minus infinite to plus infinite of under this PDF, it gives the one value. If you are taking half of the area in order to determine what is the probability, which is z greater or equal to 0, that means the area you have to cover is what? Half of. So your answer is what? Half. So B part is your right answer, right? So this is, I hope you understand. By the Graphically method we can understand this problem very well. Now moving for the question number 9. Question number 9 is consider two identical distribution. What? 0 means random variable u and v. Let the cumulative distribution functions of u and 2v is corresponds to the f of x, g of x respectively. Then for the all value of x, right? Then for all value of x we have two random variable is what? U and v. This question is being asked in GIT 2013. It is what? This is random variable, and this is the cumulative, the CDF. Cumulative distribution functions of random variable u can be denoted by f of x, and 2v denoted by is what? G of x. You have two random variable u and v, these two random variable. If this two random variable is what? Identical, and what? This two random variable identical, so we can say that this 2v greater or equal to what? U, right? So if you are determine the distribution function in terms of what? F of x, g of x, which is denoted by, this one is denoted by what? G of x. This one is denoted by g of x greater or equal to, this one is what? This one can be written as in what? F of x, or we can say that f of x minus g of x less or equal to 0, or just putting the value of x is what? This is, right? So this is your answer. According to this answer, your answer will be C part. See, this is your answer, right? So I hope you understand this problem very well, because these two identical distribution functions, we have to focus on these things so that you can solve easily, right? The question number 10, we have a question number is let u and v two independent and identical distribution random variables such that the probability of u is is equals to plus 1 and the probability of u is equals to minus 1 is half of, then what is the probability of what? U plus v is equals to 0. Because of u and v is identical, so we can say that the probability of v is equals to plus 1 is what? It is nothing but just equal to probability of v is equals to minus 1 is also half because of the identical and independent distribution function, identical distribution random variable that we have. Then find out what is the probability of x is equals to 0 or x is equals to plus v which is greater or equal to 0. So what is the sample space? First of all, we have to find out what is the sample space u and v. Sample space will be, if this one is what, minus 1 is minus 1, it can be minus 1 plus 1 plus 1, what, this is plus 1, this one is what, minus 1, or we can say that both are plus. The four outcomes that we have, right? Four outcomes that we have, right? What is the u plus v? This is what, minus 2, this is what, 0, this is 0, this is 2, right? So we have this one, and as you know that we have to find out the u plus v will be what, greater or equal to 0. So we cannot go for this one, only we have to consider it only this from this one. So we can say that this one, how do you get this one? So probability of u plus v greater or equal to 0 can be is what, if our probability, if our random variable u is what, minus 1 and v is what, plus 1, or we can say that our probability of u is what, plus 1, or this is what, this is v is what, this is v is what, we can say that this is minus 1, right? And or we can say that the probability of u is what, plus 1 and v is what, plus 1. So this is the condition it's follow. So because of, as you know that these are the independent, so how do you get this one? So we can say that probability of u is equals to minus 1 independent. So this joint PDF can be written like that, probability of what, v is equals to, just multiply with probability of plus 1 plus just multiply with probability of u is equals to plus 1, or we can say that probability of v is equals to minus 1 plus probability of u is equals to plus 1, or probability of u is equals to plus 1. This, just putting those probabilities, you will get the answer probably minus 1, it will be 1/2 multiply with half plus this one is what, 1 plus this one, right? Half and half. So what will be your answer is what, 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4, that is what, 3/4. Your answer is what, 3/4. It is very simple problem. I think you must have understood. Now question number 11. Two random variable, independent random variable x and y are uniformly distributed over, this is what, -1 to 1. These two random variable we have over x and y independent, and find the maximum is what, which is less or equal to, which is less or equal to than half. We can say that the maximum of random variable x comma y less or equal to half. We have to find out what is the probability. First of all, we have to find out what is the reason. If random variable x is limited, x is uniformly distributed over what? Minus 1 to 1, that means it will be what? Up to this instant, this is what? Minus 1 plus 1, and what about plus 1 and minus 1? So we can say that so this is your limits, this is your two-dimensional random variable that we have put it, plus 1 and minus 1, plus 1 minus 1. Then we have to find out what is the maximum value of x and y. If suppose maximum value of x and y is what, up to here is what, half of x and y will be half of, so it will be something like that. And this is at this instant half of x will half, y will half, and less or equal to half of, that means region will be what? This one. Right, up to this one. So as you know that the favorable region divided by total region, so we can say that we can find out what is the probability. So what is the area under PDF? Always give the probability, right? So we have to find out this region. Total region is what? Minus what is the base is what? 2, and 2 is what? 2 multiplied with 2. Total region of this whole region. And what is this one is what? This one is what? Half and plus 1. This is what? 3 by 2. So this one is 3 by 2, and this one is also 3 by, sorry, this one is what? Half and 1. So half 3 by 2, and is also 3 by 2. 1 and 3 by 2. 3 by 2 and multiply with 3 by 2. So what is your answer is what? 3 by 2 multiply with 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. So this is 9 upon what? 16. 9 upon 16 is your correct answer, right? Now the question number 12. This question I have chosen from the GATE 2009. Right, consider two independent random variable x and y with identical distributions. The variable x and y takes the values 0, 0, 1 and 2 with probability is what? 1 upon 2, 1 upon 4 and 1 upon 4 respectively. Then what is the conditional probability of random variable x plus y just equal to 2 for given x minus y is equals to 0. Right, so as according to the problems we have identical distribution, which is what? Two random variable x and y, and it contains the values is what? 0, 1 and 2, and correspondingly the probability has been given is what? At this instant, at this point is at this value, you can say that 1 upon 2, and at this instant is what? 1 upon 4, at this instant 2 is what? 1 upon 4. This is the probability of PMF graph of random variable x. What about PMF graph of random variable y. It will be just same like that. It contains the 0 value, 1 and 2. Corresponding probability will be just same according to the problems. 1 upon 2, 1 upon 4, 1 upon 4. This is the PMF of random variable y graph. So we have to find out what is the probability, conditional probability. Just apply the conditional probability. That means the probability of x plus y equal to 0 for random variable x plus y, random variable x minus y is equals to 0. This event given, it can be written like that: the probability of what, random variable x plus y just equal to 0 2 and random variable x plus minus y is equals to 0. Just taking the intersection part, you will get the upper part of the probabilities and just divide by random variable x minus y is equals to 0. We have to find out this probability. You will get answer. Now one by one we are just going to determine. So how do you get x minus y is equals to 0? How do you get the probability of x minus y is equals to 0? So this can be determined by probability of x minus y is equals to 0 if probability of x is equals to 0 and y is equals to 0, plus, or we can say that if this and this will happen, the probability of x is equals to 1 and y is equals to 1. This one will happen if x is equals to 0 2 and y is equals to 2. It will be also will be 0 if you are taking a negative value x minus y, you will get the 0. So we can say that probability of x is equals to 2 and y is equals to 2. You will get what is the probability of x minus y is equals to 0. That means because of this probability is what independent as according to the problem. So we can say that we can write over here probability of x is equals to 0, just multiply with probability of y is equals to 0 plus probability of x is equals to 1 multiply with probability of y is equals to 1 plus probability of x is equals to 2 multiply with probability of y is equals to 2. Just taking what, because of the independent random variable x and y, so we can say that x probability of x is equals to 0 is what, 1 by 2 multiply with 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4, this one and this one, plus this one and this one. Then what is your 1 by 4 plus 1 by 16 plus 1 by 16? You can get 16, 4 plus 2. This is what? 6 by 16. That is what? 3 by 8. Your probability you just determine x minus y is equals to 0 is what? 8 by 3. How do you get probability of x plus y is equals to 2 and it has to be follow x minus y is equals to 0. So how do you get it? You just find out what probability of x plus y is equals to 2 and or intersection of x minus y is equals to 0. The reason that will be common of these two conditions, this is what, if probability of what x is equals to 1 and y is equals to 1, what will happen? If probability of x is equals to 1 comma y is equals to 1, but it's give, that is, it's, if you are adding those value x plus y, it will be 2. If we are subtract x minus y, it will be 0. And apart from other condition, it won't satisfy. So this probability can be written as because of the independent of random variable x. So just we can put it, you will get 1 is what, 1 by 4, and y is what, 1 by 4. So just putting the value of what, 1 by 4 multiply with 1 by 4 divide by, this is what, 8 by 3. This is 3 by 8. What is your answer? This is what, 4, 4, it will be cancel, right? 2 will be cancelled, so 1 by 6. So this is your answer. Answer is what, C part is your right answer. So probability of this conditional probability is what, 1 by 6. Okay, now the question number 13, we are going to discuss it. A uniformly distributed random variable x with the probability density functions is what, f of x, has been given over here, where u is what, unit step function is passing through a transformation given in the figure below. This is the transformation figures from x and y or y and x. The probability density function of the transformed random variable is y, it would be. We have to find out what is the PDF of random variable y. Ultimately you have to find out. So as the PDF of graph is what, uniformly distributed, that means it's been given over here, that means this is the unit step functions. So this f of x can be written like that. This is what, minus 5 to plus 5. Suppose it minus 5 over here and 5 over here, and this is what, this is the PDF of x, and value of this one is what, 1 by 10. It's already, if you it's not given, so is find out. Is taking the area, you will get this steps, this rising steps. This is right. So we have to find out how do you get it, because in this figure number, this one, if how do you get it, if y is equals to random values, y is equals to 0, what will happen? How do you get it, y is equals to 0? If x is equals to greater or equal to, if x is equals to, if x greater than 2.5, this one, if this one will happen, this reason, if x value greater than 2.5, or we can say that x less than minus 2.5, then value of y is equals to 0. And what about y is equals to 1? If the value of x between minus 2.5, between minus 2.5 and 2.5, this will happen, and the value of y is equals to just 0 and 1, and except that there is no value of y, so this is called as what, discrete random variable. X is continuous random variable, it's been already given over here. the y is what? Discrete random variable, because of only it is defined at this particular point, that is at y is equals to 0 and y is equals to 1. We have, according to the conditions of x, we can define what is value of y corresponding for value of from the value of x, right? So we can say that how do you get it? The probability of, how do you get the probability of y? Because at this instant we are just considering it, this is what minus 2.5, this is what 2.5. If value of x greater than 2.5, that means up to this region, or we can say that this region and this region, only for y is equals to 0 and y is equals to 0, only it will happen. So we can say that if you are taking the area under this regions, you will get the probability of random variable y. So we just putting, if you are taking area 1 and just multiply with 2, you will get the both area of this both regions. So I am just considering it, just taking the one area of one region, that is what the what is the base is what 2.5 multiply with 1/10, just multiply with 2. The value of probability is what? 0.5, because it's been right, the probability of it's been already given over here, because you know about that this is PMF, the probability of y is equals to 0. This is what 1/2 over 0.5. And then what is the probability PMF what y is equals to 1? If area under, it will happen only if random variable x lies between minus 2.5 to 2.5, right? What will happen if we are taking the area under this? If we are taking area this one from minus 2.5 to 2.5, it will be give what the PMF of y is equals to 1. That means what is the area of this is what 5 multiplied with 10. This is what 0.5, because this this random variable y is a discrete random variable. So the probability density functions f of y is nothing but, this is what, half is what y is equals to 0 and plus 0.5 sigma, sorry, delta y minus what 1. If y minus 1, it will be 0.5. So option B part is right answer. So answer B is what, B option is right answer of this question, right? I hope you understand. Now the question number 14. Let x and y, two statically independent random variable which is uniformly distributed over -1 to 1 and -2 to 1 respectively. Let a relationship which is what z is equals to x plus y, then find out what is the probability of z which is less or equal to -2. We have to find out this probability. Under we have what, you know about, if z is equals to x plus y, then what is the PDF of z is nothing but PDF of x z convolve with PDF of y, because z and z, because the overall the PDF will be in the z in the form of the z, so we have to just putting value of z over here, right, in individual random variable x and y, right. So we just wants to just want to determine what is the PDF of individual, what is the convolution. This is what minus 1 to 1. This is ZF of Z. It will be what, 1 by 2. This is which is uniformly distributed. We just want to convolve with what, minus 2. We just convolve minus 2 to what, 1. So it is what up to here. This is what, 1 by 3 f of y z. This is z. After getting convolution, what will happen? If two pulse, the convolution of two pulse with unequal width, always after the resultant, the convolution will be is what, a trapezoidal pulse, right? So how do I get it? Trapezoidal pulse, because the upper limit is what, 1 and 1, it will be 2 over here, suppose 2, and lower limit is what, minus 1 and minus 2, it will be 3, minus 3, and this is what, minus 1 and minus 1 will be over here limit, because if you are taking the convolution you will get this one. So at this you will get the trapezoidal what, pulse. This kind of waveform you will get, f of z. This is the PDF of z, right. This is what, PDF of right. And what is the strength of this one? If you are taking the area, if you are, this will be what, 1 upon 3. The strength of this one is 1 upon 3. So but we have to find out what is the probability of z less or equal to minus 2. That means up to this, if you are taking the area under this PDF up to this region, you will get the probability of this one, right. How do you get it? How do you you find out what is the strength? And because of the slope is you know what that slope is, what slope is, this slope will be, we have to find out what is the y value of this one and this strength, right. So that we can determine what is the area under this triangle. So slope will be what is the slope of this one? That is change in y-axis. Y-axis is what, 1 upon 3, and change in x-axis, this one is what, x-axis is what, minus 1 plus 3, this is what, 2, so 1 by 6, so this will be 1 2. So slope is what, 1 upon 6, and it is also, slope will be also remain same up from this line. For this line also slope will be remain same. So 1 by 6 is equals to change in y-axis y and change in x-axis, this is what 1. So value of y is equals to 1 upon 6, and this is 10. What is the value of y is equals to 1 upon 6? Then find how they get. So probability of this one is what? Area under this one, this PDF, this is from this region, -3 to -2, this is what? 1 upon 2, base is what? 1, and height is what? 1 upon 6, that is 1 upon 6, that is what? 1 upon 12. So your answer is what? 1 upon 12. I mean D part is your right answer, right? So this is how I solve these problems, right? Now the question number 15. Let X be the input to a communication channel and Y is the output, and the input to the channel is plus 1 volt or minus 1 volt with equal probability, right? And what is the probability? The probability of the channel is what? The output of the channel is input plus the noise, and that is the uniformly distributed over -2 plus 2. Then find out what is the probability of X is equals to plus 1 volt and Y is equals to less or equal to 0. As you know that a communication channel, suppose a communication channel is what? This one is transmitter and receiver, and due to the channel noise, a noise is added is what? In input signal, or we can say that transmitted signals. And in this question, X is what? Input signal to the communication channel, and N is what? Noise, and after getting the noise, the output is what? Y. So we can see that Y is equals to X plus N, where N is what? Uniformly distributed. That means from uniformly distributed from -2 plus 2, and up to this one is what is the height of this? F of N, this is the random PDF of the noise, is 1 upon 4, and X for the transmission. So we have to find out what is the probability of X equals to 1 and Y is equals to less or equal to 0, right? As we know that probability of A comma B is nothing but probability of A for given probability of B. Just apply this conditional probability, you will get this is what? Probability. So how do you get it? So we can say that the probability of X is equals to plus 1 volt. The plus 1 volt, that means the random variable X at this instant, random variable, the probability of X is equals to plus 1 is what? X is equals to -1 is what? It's been half of, because it's equal probability. So, and Y is equals to, now coming back to the points, coming back to the questions, Y is equals to less or equal to 0 is nothing but the probability of Y is equals to less or equal to 0 for transmission of the 1 volt for given, and is multiplied with the probability of X is equals to plus 1 volt, right? So we have to find out what is the probability of random variable Y, conditional probability of random variable Y, which is less or equal to 0, and for the transmission of what? X is equals to 1, we have to find out. because n is what continuous random variable from which is distributed from -2 to +2, then and y is equals to x plus 1, and then what is the PDF of y is equals to the PDF of what, just convolution of PDF of y, just convolution of PDF of x and the noise, right? As you know about the PDF of x, this is what, this is a discrete time random variable, because we are just transmitting either +1 volt or -1 volt, right? So we can say that how do you get the what is the PDF of, then how do you get what is the PDF of y? PDF of y is just, because it is what for how do you get it? PDF of y, this is what sigma, because it is what a discrete time random variable, then y is equals to -1 for transmission of, this is what, this is what for transmission of x is equals to +1 volt. So transmission of +1 volt, you will get the PDF. This is your PDF, and so we can say that the PDF will be what, f of n y -1 for the transmission of this one, f of y. So this PDF becomes just like that after convolution of what, after convolution this PDF is becomes, which is distributed from what, f y -1, that means it's shifted in what, right side by unity 1. So this or what, just shifted by the unity 1, you will get what, which is distributed from -1 to 3, right? So y up to here, f of y is y, this is what, 0. This is the PDF of this one, right? And this is what for transmission of what, this PDF what, transmission of y x is equals to +1 volt. This is for transmission of y is equals to, if we are transmitting x is equals to +1 volt, this PDM becomes just like that, right? So we can say that x for transmission of, we can say that transmission of, for given transmission of, this is what, x is equals to +1 volt. So but we have to find out what is the probability of y less or equal to 0 for the transmission of 1 volt. This PDF is what, transmission for the 1 volt, and this is the PDF of y. So if you are taking the area, because we have to find out which is random variable y less or equal to 0, that means if you are taking this area, you will get this probability. So if you are taking this area, this is what, 1/4, this is steps 1, so this will be area, what it will be, the area 1/4 multiplied with 1, and what is the probability of x is equals to +1, it is what, 1/2. So answer is what, 1/8. So this is your answer is what, 1/8. This now next problem is question number 16. This is the similar questions, but we have to find out, we just got little bit differences in these questions. We have to find out what is the probability of what, probability of y is negative, that means y random variable y less than 0 and x for the given transmission, right? For the given transmission, x is equals to plus 1 volt. We have to find out. So after this questions is very similar to the previous one, because we have additional we wants to additional probability, which is y is random variable y is negative and x for the transmission of x is equals to plus 1 volt. So after transmission of x is equals to 1 volt, what is the PDF of y, which is uniformly distributed over minus 1 to 3. This is what 1 upon 4, right, up to 0. So this is the transmission of this is the transmission for transmission of x is equals to plus 1 plus 1. So what will happen? So if you are taking the area to this region, you will get probability of these conditions, that is what area under this PDF, it is gives what 1 upon 4, this is what 1, so probability is what 1 upon 4. The answer is what 1 upon 4. I hope that we have all the question, that in 16 question I have taken from the previous year GATE examinations and some test book, so that you can understand better of these two random variable. Now thanks for watching me.